Does Warm have a Warm Child in the wings? Maybe, probably. You have to believe they do. To be honest with you, it feels a lot like Behringer is absolutely messing with Warm. If you haven't seen it, it's, I'll put it on the screen, right? And it's like they're setting expectations. They're showing you, here it is, what it's going to cost anybody interested. By setting that price point and the features and the look of it and what have you, it kind of says to Warm, hey, we're doing this. What do you got? $1,500. They've got this out here. If you're interested, if you'd pay for a $1,500 Behringer processor, tell us and we'll make it. By doing that, they've given themselves a way out. You can't put that circuit in any box for $1,500. You can't. Can you make something that looks like it's a Fairchild? Obviously. And that's why it makes me laugh, because Behringer is just taking that page right out of the Warm playbook, which is, hey, it looks like a Fairchild. Would I pay $1,500 for a Fairchild-esque mono compressor? Certainly not from Behringer. I'm not saying that these Behringer or Warm Fairchild things, which may never happen, all right, but these things are not going to be cool. What I'm saying is they would be much, much, much cooler if we didn't have to pay for the freaking costumes, for the dress up. I don't give a fuck about that. Why do you? I don't care if it looks like a Fairchild. The lookalike schlock peddling prosumer pro audio guys, those aren't companies that are serious about pro audio. Some Warm and some Behringer things are the best bang for buck you can get. Not arguing that. It's awesome. I do not want them to exist. My point is, they would be so much more bang for the buck if they did not include a markup for the cosmetics. It's simple. It's not hard to understand. You don't have to argue with me about it. You can't argue about it. If you didn't have to pay for the cosmetics, it could cost less. I kind of am begging somebody out there. You're out there. I hope this finds you. Let's have the FMR child. That mentality, that'd be interesting. At the end of the day, it's a funny, silly, weird, absurd time that we live in. It's funny to me to see Behringer, what would to appear to troll Warm. It's funny to me to see Warm they're clearly nervous because they have done things that you don't do if you're not nervous. And you guys, somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. What you should do is embrace the people who are offering some constructive criticism. If you really want to serve musicians and people that are trying to make amazing art, sonic art on a budget, don't force them to pay for stuff that does nothing for the sonic performance. It's simple. Are we going to really have to suffer through Behringer and Warm telling us, here we've given you this recreation, this reproduction, all the different ways that they describe something that is 100% not the same circuit, but they're going to, it's what they do. This is the world that we live in. The battle of the lookalikes. It's the lookalike war. They're going to call it a Warm Child or a Behr-Child or whatever it is that they're going to call it, but it's not going to be one. You're not buying one. They are not bringing one to market. Reimagining something is another way to say that is abandoning the other design and going in a different direction, which is good. Don't get me wrong. That's how we innovate. The fork in the road when we get to this point where, hey, we want to make a affordable hardware Fairchild-esque piece of gear is I'll pay that price point, but I don't want to be paying for the knobs and the VU meters and all of this stuff to make it look like a Fairchild. I don't care if it looks like a Fairchild. I want it to, number one, last like a Fairchild has lasted. Number two, sound as much and act as much like a Fairchild as possible. This video is about the big boys who want to go have this lookalike war and battle each other to put who can put the cheapest bullshit Fairchild out. There's no possible way it's going to bear any real lineage to a Fairchild other than the look of the knobs and the black on the front. You know, like it's not. It's impossible to do. Please prove me wrong. Show me those circuits and put them side by side. And let's see that you didn't make those compromises, because you have to. And there's nothing wrong with making those compromises. Do not get me wrong. But let's talk about a budget Fairchild. There is no such thing. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you later.